What's going on, everyone? Moose here, Airguns of Michigan, and today we're going to talk about something a little bit different than we normally talk about. But it's something that's always been in like the back of my mind. It's always been something that I've thought, you know, regardless of what I want it for immediately, it's really a great idea to have something like this in your possession for any reason for that matter. So I reached out to our friends at gearbags.com. They carry the Lightning products, the Lightning X products, and I asked them about a trauma kit, a big basic medical kit for while we're at the range or while we're driving around, or if me and my family are on vacation. It's just not a bad thing to have. It's full of all kinds of different life-saving pieces for everything from burns to broken bones to lacerations to heaven forbid a gunshot wound or anything else. To me, it's just like it only makes sense to do that, especially being in what I do all the time. I'm always at different events for shooting and things like that, and accidents do happen. That's why they call them accidents. So being prepared is honestly, in my opinion, a great thing to be, is being prepared. So our friends over at Gearbags sent us this bag here. It actually came shipped in two different boxes. One was inside the other one, but I just put everything in here. I have not opened it or anything like that to show you guys, but I'm going to show you everything that comes along with this bag kit. They sent me the MB35 Black Trama bag with the SKC Deluxe Fill Kit. So if you guys are interested in getting something like this, reach out to them, give them a call, and you can get their phone number from gearbags.com and let them know, hey man, I saw this kit that Moose had from Airguns of Michigan, and I'd love to have the same kit, if you will. So it came with a nice catalog, some stickers. It does come with a seat collar, or an Ambu Perfect Ace for adults. It is for a neck, so it is a seat collar, but it came with one of these. So I'm just going to start laying this stuff out. We're going to go through it, and then I'm going to show you a couple of things that I added to my kit on my own. Here we have one of the okay, and listen, I just want to be very clear that I do not know all the medical terms for these devices. So if I say a name and it's not perfect, relax, you understand. But this is a disposable manual resuscitator. So it's one of those bags that you can fit the piece over somebody's face. Yeah, it's got the different masks that go over somebody's face, or like this, and then it's a bag that you can squeeze to resuscitate somebody. So it's going to come with one of those. Let's see, what else do we have here? I don't remember all the packages or the things that I put in here. It does come with a sphygmomanometer. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's a blood pressure cuff. So you're going to get one adult sphygmomanometer cuff, with a cool little wrench and all your stuff here. If you're not familiar with how to do this, this is something that you can certainly, we plan on going to the American Red Cross for taking basic first aid and advanced life-saving classes. Here in Michigan, we have what's called a Good Samaritan law, which basically says that, hey, if I come across somebody that's been in a traumatic accident, or, a car accident, or, had an accident at work, and I intervene to help to save that person to the best of my abilities, we don't get held liable for, something bad happens. And not that we want that, but it does protect us a little bit to be good people, right? I mean, because who's going to sit there and watch somebody just suffer and bleed to death? Nobody. And if you do, well, shame on you. Let's see. We've got a CPR mask that came with this kit. So this one is basically almost kind of the same thing as what they had in the bag version, but this one you actually just put over the patient's face and then you can blow into the tube. That way you're not necessarily right on their face. However, it does come with some more of these types of things. This is a non-rebreathing mask with tubing, so you can actually probably hook this to a bag as well. It comes with a nasal cannula for adults. I'm guessing if I had to look at this, oh yeah, okay, it's the one that goes up into your just sits right here, right? So it kind of helps you to breathe, or get you the oxygen if you happen to have an oxygen tank. Looks like we have another non-rebreathable mask, so that's cool. So there's 2 of those. Another nasal canal. I see. One is for adult, and this one, oh, they're both adult. Okay, they're all adult. What do we have here? 6 airways. Okay, so these are the little airway tools that you can slide into somebody's throat to keep their airway open. I'd have to be really hard pressed to use these. And let me make this also clear as well. You know, sometimes you might be at the right place where somebody's in a traumatic situation and there may be a nurse or a doctor on site that does not have this stuff. So before I would do something like this, I would really want to know what I was doing. But if in fact there was a nurse or a doctor there, hey, I've got the equipment to hand to them. So I know there's going to be a bunch of haters out there claiming that I should just turn my back and not do this, or be careful this, or be careful that. But look, at the end of the day, I'm a human being, so are you, and I would never sit and just watch somebody suffer. You know, I'm going to do what I can to help out. So it does come with a stethoscope. So there's something else. Let's see. They did send me these 4 bags that can go on the inside of this bag as well. So they're all color-coded, clear see-throughs. So you can we'll put different stuff into there. You know, like maybe one will do like medications or something. I don't know. Whatever we have. Let's see. This is a med kit accessory. It does not say what's actually in it, but let's open it up and we'll go through this bag as well. So let's see. We have bleeding control spray. Okay, so what a cool little idea. I curate. So if they're help stop minor bleeding fast. So minor bleeding. Let's see. We've got some medical tape. That's always a great thing to have. Let's see. What's this? A rapid tourniquet. Okay, so we have a tourniquet. Definitely an awesome thing to have. We have first aid antiseptic spray. So that's awesome. You know, minor cuts, scratches, a little bit of burn spray. Let's see, what is this? This is a roll splint. Okay, all right, excellent. So equipment to be able to put a like a splint on an arm or a leg. Use a medical tape to tape it closed. Chest seal vented. So this is okay. So my guess is, yep, if this is for like gunshot wounds, it's vented. So like well, it looks like gunshot wounds, but this actually might be, I don't know. Place dressed on patient wound, adhesive side down. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think it is for like chest wounds. Got a survival rescue blanket. Those are always good to have. And once again, guys, listen, I'm not a medical professional, right? I'm not here to tell you that I 100% know how to use all of this or even any of this. But what I will say is I would rather have it knowing that potentially there might be somebody in the area that does and can use it than to not have it and just like whatever. So let's see. We're going to open up this next one. This one, it's just another accessory kit. Let's see here. All right, what do we got here? Oh, and actually, some of this stuff I didn't realize was in this kit, so I actually went out and bought some more. I'm going to show you all that stuff too. Another thing, a medical tape. We got a CPR face shield. We've got some purified water or eye wash solution in case somebody gets something in their eye. This is a triangle bandage. We have triple antibiotic ointment. Boy, I really should have waited until I opened this before I went and bought my stuff. Instant cold pack, ready to use, just shake and squeeze. So squeeze it, shake it, and you got an instant cold pack. Glucose. This is great. I'm diabetic. It's very possible that I could actually have a crashed blood sugar. Here's another cold pack. This is a finger splint. So if somebody breaks a finger, we can splint that up as well. What's this one? Sting and bite pads. So this looks like, yeah, in case you get stung or bitten by an insect, you can use those. Another triangle bandage. Good to know. Good to know. Let's see. Burn dressing. Burn relieving gel. Awesome stuff to have for sure. Like I said, I really should have waited to open this before I went and did all my stuff. These are ammonia towelettes. So somebody, passed out, bring them back to reality. Looks like we have two pairs of nitride gloves. So that's definitely a good thing. All right, let's see what's in this one. I have a feeling I already know, but what a great setup so far, man. I just feel better. Like I said, even knowing that, even if me and my family are on vacation, we live in northern Michigan, sometimes we can be really far away from any kind of help, to be honest with you. Really, that's a true statement. So, having the ability to have this stuff on hand is great. Trama shears. Everybody should always have a pair of Trama shears. Let's see, what's this one? This one we have is a pen light. So we have a pen light here. It even comes with a couple little batteries. So cool, a little pen light. Let's see, then we've got, looks like a pair of hemostats. A pair of medical shears, so they're basically like the Trama shears, just a little more medically there. Disposable tweezers. So tweezers are certainly a good thing to have. We all know that. Let's make sure we don't. Nope, nothing else in there. All right. Let's see. We got one more big bag here. Oh, this is cool. All right. Good. Good. Yeah. I mean, this just goes to show these guys really thought of everything, man, and kudos to them. I mean, really. So we've got a couple of 2-inch ace bandages. We've got some regular wraps there. We've got some stretch gauze. These are 4-inch stretch gauze. We've got 3-inch stretch gauze. We've got 2-inch stretch gauze. And then we have, what are these? I mean, I know they're gauze pads, but abdominal pad, extra absorbent for bleeding, obviously. Oval eye pads. We have 2 of those, so for eyes. There's another abdominal pad, another abdominal pad, and another abdominal pad. But here's something cool, a first aid guide. Now, listen, I get it, man. I get it. This is in no means to replace just basic, you know, going to school and being a EMT or a nurse or anything else. But it certainly does at least give some, you know, like for bleeding, it says, you know, number one on most of these things is call 911 right away. But you know, we might not have access to 911 being out in the country. We might just seriously be out of cell phone range. Keep the victim lying down. Apply direct pressure using a clean cloth or sterile damp dressing cloth. You know, don't take any object out that's in the wound. So, right, if there's no signs of fractures and the injury, elevate the wound. Once bleeding is controlled, keep the victim warm by covering with a blanket and continue to monitor for shock while you're waiting. So, I mean, just basic stuff like, you know, just, I mean, come on, man, that's great. And, you know, and once again, you know, I'm not claiming to be a medical professional, guys, so please don't blow up a bunch of dumb comments about you should really be this or you should really be that. I get it, man, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm going to still take care of somebody if I can while we're waiting. Does come with a big 100 pack of assorted Band-Aids, right? I mean, hopefully the only thing that I ever bring out of this is maybe some antiseptic spray, you know, maybe a splint. Hopefully I never have to use a tourniquet. Hopefully I never have to use a CPR bag or a stethoscope or a sphygmomanometer or, you know, any of these burn dressings. But you know what? I mean, I can always use a Band-Aid. I can always use an ACE wrap for somebody that maybe has a sprain or a cold pack or something like that. We've got a huge box of 25. So I think there's 50 in here. Oh, it says 25 by 2. Oh, I think there's 2 halves. So this is 25 of 4x4 gauze sponges. And then it's got one big multi-trauma dressing. So this is like for, oh my gosh, like, dude, your guts are falling out. And I hate to say it like that, but that's what you'd use this for. But it's nice to have. So we're going to throw that over there. It came with this nice little divider that goes into the bag. You can set it up how you want if you wish or whatnot. I don't know. I haven't tried to put everything in the bag yet, so I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's got zippered pockets up top so you can see your stuff. Like, this is a great place to put things that if somebody opens it up, they're like, oh, there it is. You know, it's got multiple pockets in the front. It's got multiple pockets in the sides. You know, it's got a name place in here so you can say, hey, this belongs to me. It's got some, you know, reflective stuff on it as well. But great bag. Now, this is the stuff that came with this, and I'm super stoked to have all this stuff because I think it's super important. But what I did was I went up to my local Dollar Days, and for those of you guys that don't have a Dollar Days, man, let me tell you, I didn't pay more than $1.50 or $1.70, I think, at most, for any of the stuff in here. But these are some of the things that I wanted to add. Now, I'm not adding these things to take to the gun range. Well, maybe I am. But a majority of it is when me and my family are on vacation. If we're traveling around the UP in our car and somebody has a headache or somebody gets a stuffy nose, I wanted to have the availability of these things right here in the bag. This is really my family's medical bag. I am going to absolutely take this to every bench press competition that I shoot in. Anytime that I go to the range, this bag will be in my car for any reason whatsoever. So I just want to show you guys a little bit of some of the things I got. So I found, you know, like here's some PM pain relief, right? There's 24 capsules, $1.40. So, you know, of course I'm like, yeah, I'm going to buy some of that. Here's some regular pain relief, right? So these are both basically Tylenol knockoffs. Here's Tylenol for $1.39 for 24 PM Tylenol. I bought 2 of each, so you're going to see them again. I did buy some first aid treatment for minor cuts, scrapes, and bruises. I didn't realize that it was going to be in the kit, but I bought some extra. I bought some itch stopping cream for like if somebody catches, and this could definitely happen out on the range, somebody catches you know, poison ivy or sumac or whatever, or just, you know, gets an irritation, having that's a great way to go. Here's some antifungal cream. Once again, not all this is necessarily for the range, but it's something that I thought, hey, this is a good idea. Here's another hydrocortisone cream. Let's see. Where's the other one? I think I got one more in here. No, I think that's it. Okay. I bought some allergy pills, right? Just, you know, basic, hey, my nose is running. Let's grab that. I grabbed some ibuprofen, so Motrin, right? Here's the other ibuprofen, another box of ibuprofen, another PM pain relief. Here's another, the other Tylenol knockoff. Here's some more allergy pills. I mean, this is just stuff. It doesn't take up a lot of room in there, guys, so throw it in there. I brought another thing of nitrite gloves because I did know that it only came with 2 pairs, so I bought a couple more just in case we needed them. Some advanced hand sanitizer, right? So this is says for schools, backpacks, purses, travel bags, whatever. It's just a hand sterilizer, so you know, figured that's a good thing to have in there. Some regular eye drops, just, you know, hey man, my eyes are itchy and red. There you go. Vicks Vapor Rub, dude. This stuff's awesome to have. So I mean, even if you're just a little stuffed up at night and you're on vacation, got it in there. Certainly hydrogen peroxide, awesome stuff to have. I already have bottles of alcohol, so I do have 70% rubbing alcohol, so that'll be in here as well. I just forgot to grab it before I sat down here. I did go ahead and grab a couple of more ice packs. I already had heat packs, so I didn't worry about those. Here's some saline nasal spray, right, for dry nose. You know, especially this time of year, it's very dry here and stuff like that. It gets in your nose and it just tears you up. I bought 2 things of aspirin. So here's 325 milligrams of aspirin for $1.39 at Dollar Days, right? So once again, you know, not everybody takes Tylenol or Motrin. Some people might want aspirin. Certainly antacid tablets. Now I generally use Tums. I'm spoiled on them. I don't like hard rock kind of chews, but you know what? I'd rather have this than nothing. So a couple of things of chapstick, right? I mean, you just never know, man. You're out and about and your lips get all chapped up and you're like, man, this sucks, and man, there's nowhere around. Well, there you go. And then I bought some more medical tape, because once again, $1.19 for 10 yards of 1/2-inch tape. I mean, this is like a no-brainer, like, to buy this stuff. It really is. So I hope I hope this video inspired you guys to think about, you know, potentially what could take place even in your own household. You know, we live in, listen, I'm not going to start off on my political beliefs and this and that. I'm not trying to scare anybody. But we do live in scarier times than most of us remember as children. And, you know, I mean, anything's possible. You know, the power goes out. There's a natural disaster, and EMS and fire and police are all tied up at other locations. This might be a great way just to be able to get whoever you're with by until fire or EMS can get there. Or you're traveling, you're on some highway out in the middle of nowhere with no cell phone signal, and you have to treat something right now. This is just great stuff just to get by. So like I said, by no means am I claiming to be a medical professional, but our friends at gearbags.com with their Lightning X product line is just outstanding, and I cannot thank them enough for sending this pack to us to go ahead and shoot a review on, or at least talk to you guys about. Honestly, I really do hope I never have to use any of this. I really do. That is my goal. It should be everybody's goal, but accidents happen, and if they do, I'd rather be prepared than standing there going, sure would be nice if I had a tourniquet right now. Or sure would be nice if I had, you know, an instant cold pack right now because my buddy just tripped and his ankle's the size of an elephant foot, you know. Or, man, it sure would be nice if I had some nasal spray because my nose is so dry and my sinuses are killing me. It'd be nice if I could squirt some relief up there. Or my allergies are kicking in, or, you know, or whatever, right? Let's just call it what it is. Or, you know, I cut my finger pretty good. Okay, it probably doesn't need stitches, but it's still bleeding. Let's put a Band-Aid on it so I'm not bleeding all over everything I'm doing. you know, I got heartburn. Oh, there you go. You know, my head hurts or whatever, you know. So once again, you know, I hope to God, and I would hope that none of us ever have to use this stuff. But the reality of the issue is that accidents do happen. So let's just try to be prepared, and especially if we're shooting air guns or firearms or anything else, it's just not a bad idea to be prepared for what could potentially be very bad. So with that being said, I am going to be adding some more stuff to this kit. I just have not had a chance to get it. One thing I'm going to add is a pulse oximeter. So that I can actually see what oxygen levels a person has. Now, in a full disclosure, I am trained in first aid from being a lifeguard back in the day with the Red Cross. Obviously, I need some refresher courses, but I understand and retained a lot of the knowledge of, you know, simple stuff. But like I said, I do plan on joining up with the Red Cross and going through some of their courses so that I can be certified in, you know, some more advanced stuff and things like that, especially the CPR aspect. I do plan on adding as well skin glue or super glue, whatever you want to call it, for just closing up wounds. You know, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, I will add a suture kit as well. They don't have them at our local store, so I ordered them online. But you know, those are some of the other things. I will carry a couple of bottles of water in here as well. I will also carry some more like sugary candy, maybe not necessarily the glucose. This is kind of like, oh my gosh, the end of the world, and it's single use. So I really want to carry like just like you know, the most sugary hard candy I can get that's individually packaged. I'll carry some of that in there. What are some of the other things that we've talked about? And I'm certainly interested in everybody's ideas. So you guys have seen everything that I've talked about. So do me a favor. If you could think of something that I should add to this kit, drop it in the comments below. And, you know, I mean, I'll tell you, if I don't know, right now we'll just leave it at that. But let me just say that I'm really intrigued, and I'd be really interested to hear what you guys have to say. And maybe I'll do something cool if I get some really good responses. But with that being said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to check out our friends at gearbags.com. The web address has probably been above me the entire time. And don't forget to tell them, hey man, I saw a video that Moose from Airguns of Michigan did. And I'm interested in picking up one of these kits, because I'm telling you, it's better to be safe than sorry. And don't be sorry later on going, I probably should have I should have just bought one. They don't just sell big ones, they sell little ones. Even if you just want like a little one for your trunk of your car, it's just basic stuff, but definitely makes quality stuff, quality stuff. And they've got all these individual items. You can order them as small kits or individual items, as well as full replenishing kits. So they have, and they have way more stuff than this. You can get oxygen tanks and everything, because I thought maybe a little oxygen tank might be a good idea as well. You know, just who knows, man. The sky's the limit, guys. So with that being said, check them out, gearbags.com. Until next time, I'm Moose. This is Airguns of Michigan. Be good to each other, be safe, and God bless. We'll talk to you guys all soon. Take care.